Okay, welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you how to play Maya and as well as doing a playthrough. So what we're going to do first of all is just do a quick summary of how you play the game, and then we'll get started from there. So on a two-player game, you'll only use two of the colored areas. You always have to use the blue, so you pick two areas that you want to block off with these city borders, sorry. So we're having a three-player game, so we will be blocking off one color. We've chosen to block off the green, so we won't be using the green during this game. So we'll be expanding our cities and building crops on the green, pink, and the blue, yellow, and pink, and we're blocking off the green. The first thing you do is you start with the temple tile on Tikal, and you put the little temple marker. That's your first city, and there's several ways to build on your cities. First, normally you start out with crops, and these are your crops. There's different ones. There's potatoes, corn, peppers, onions, and so you're trying to score the most points by putting down as many crops as you can. You start out with 5 tiles, so say you're lucky enough to have drawn 3 peppers. So you would want to strategically find a way to put them around the city tiles. Right now there's only that one tile. So if I played that, I would have 3 points. And you can play only one crop per turn, but you can play multiples if you have more than one of the same crop. So this is 3 points. This would also be 3 points, even though it's only 2 tiles, because there's 2 potatoes and 1 potato. So it's the amount of vegetables that you see on the tiles. Also, the way to expand your city, this would count as your turn. If you can play your crop tile upside down, and you pull it from your rack if you have tiles. So if you decide to do that, pull one off your rack, put it upside down to expand the city off of the temple. You get to draw 3 more tiles out of your supply and put them on your rack. If you're out of tiles, you can just draw it directly from your supply and put it face down to expand the city. You cannot draw from the supply to get crops. You could only draw from the supply to expand the city. And another rule is you always have to play a tile adjacent to another tile. You can't just put it wherever you want on the board. So the idea is to expand the city, ideally with 5 of the tiles or more, because the bigger your city is, the more points you get. So say this is our city. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 city tiles. So right here is our score. Once you score a city once it's completed and completely surrounded by crops. So we'll just put a bunch of crops around here. Different colors. And when you're scoring crops, another thing to note, you can see there's 2 different colors of onions. Say I played these 2 onions to start, then it's Quentin's turn. He plays more onions. He scores both his onions and any onions that touch. So as long as they're touching, you just keep counting. I mean, we have a big group of where we just keep adding 1 tile and you'll get like 20 points because there's so many crops out there. So we'll just keep some of Anthony's. I'm not doing this very neat, but oh, I already did that wrong. You cannot expand a city into another city. So that one we have 4 city tiles. So we would score this now that the city's completely enclosed in crops. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 city tiles. So we're scoring off of 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. So the first place gets 20 points, second place gets 10 points. And the way you figure that out is how each one that's touching the actual city tile, you count that. So on the green, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles that are touching, and their total crops are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 crops around the city. Quentin has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crops around the city, and Anthony has 1, 2, 3. So I would get 20 points, Quentin would get 10, and Anthony would get none. It's only first and second players that get points. And you just continue on, and as soon as anything touches this next temple, obviously it would be a crop, because you can't have another city token by it. You start that next city and put the temple tile on there, and you just continue building, and as you play more and more, you just keep building onto the crops that are already there is the best way, while also making sure you have as many of your color touching the cities that are expanded. And basically you just keep playing, and the game ends when someone has used all of their crop tiles. So as soon as someone has used their last crop tile, the game is over. So we're going to show you how to play, and I'm sure we'll think of more things that I didn't give you in the quick little run through there. Make sure I've given everybody the right colors. Okay, so okay, so we'll let Quentin. Oh, last thing, you keep score on this track on the outside. So as you're scoring your crops and you're scoring your cities, you just move your token that's the same color as your crops. And once you hit 100, it starts over. Like we normally wrap around 1.5 times when the game is done. So you start off with, we're going to draw 5 crop tokens. Sorry, tokens.
Okay. We have to stop.
And the only way to get more of them is to either expand the city from your tile, from your rack, and you get to draw 3 more. Or if you run out of these and you play all your crops, you can draw one directly from your supply over here. We start out with 32 crops and expand the city that way, and you can only draw 2 to put on your rack. You can never have more than 7 crop tiles on your rack at any one time. So Quentin's going to go first, and we all start off by building off of this Tikal temple.
So what I'm going to do is expand it.
Okay.
So we have more room.
Okay, so he's going to draw 3 tokens from 3 crops from his stash there. And that will give him exactly 7 crops. He can't put any more on his rack. He has to keep playing. So I have 2 onions tiles. So I'm going to strategically place mine beside both of these city tokens, and I get 4 points. Quinn did not get any points for expanding the city, but he did get the benefit of being able to draw more tiles, so that will benefit him later because he'll have more crops to choose from.
Plus I expanded it.
And that too. And then you want to try to get 5 if you can, because you get the most points for the city if you have the most city tiles out there. So I scored my 4 points. And Anthony's building off of my onions. And he also strategically played around the city tile. So he gets 2, 4, 5, 6. And he's black. So he'll be on the number 6.
I want to do this.
So Quentin just built onto that, and he gets 7. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one of us is going to have to sacrifice and expand the city, or we won't get any points. You have to have it. If you only have 2, that's only 6 points and 3 points. But you get 30 points for first place if you have 5 city tiles. So I'm going to expand the city and draw 3 more tiles. I don't get any points for that, but I did get to draw 3 crops.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a lot of potatoes.
So Anthony got to play 3 tiles. So he gets 4 points. But he's also out of tile. He has no tiles on his rack. So next time he's going to have to draw 1 tile and expand a city. That's his only option next turn.
I don't know his potatoes.
And Quentin just closed the city.
One thing she forgot to do is because we're next to that city.
Oh yeah. As soon as you touch another city, you have to put the next temple up.
Yeah.
So that's another city we can build off of. So Quentin played 2 potatoes, but Anthony already had 4 down, so he gets 6 points for that. And as you can see, that city is totally enclosed. So now we see who has the most crops.
You do.
Anthony has 4, Quentin has 3, and no, you do. You do.
Oh, I did?
4, 5, 6. So Anthony has 6. I have 4. And Quentin has 3. So I get second place, and Anthony gets first. We only have 3 city tiles. So Anthony gets 12 points, and I get 6, and Quentin doesn't get any for that because he didn't tie for second place. If we tied, then you split the points between the players that tied.
I didn't get any onions.
So
really?
Anthony gets 12 points, puts him at 22, and I get 6, so that puts me at 10. So you close that, right? My turn. So now I have the option, do I want to continue building off the crops that I have that match on the tray, or do I want to start building off this next city? I know Anthony's only plays, he's going to have to expand the city, so I will probably play this 1 onion right here. I'm touching the city, and it builds off all of these other onions. So 5, that gives me 8 points.
Another thing too, once you're done with all your tiles or your pieces, that pretty much ends the game. If someone pretty much went through all of them. So I have to expand the city. This is the only city I'm able to expand. So I'll probably go this way.
Yeah.
And that allows me to get 2.
Yeah, 2 if you expand from your supply, 3 if you expand with 1 from your rack.
Your turn, Quinn.
Okay, so I'm just going to expand here. Because I don't have that.
You have to touch the action. There you
yeah.
go.
And it plays. Okay. My fingers.
Okay, I'm going to expand on these potatoes, but at the same time, it starts this city. So I get 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points.
This.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to expand this city. The reason I'm doing it is so I could get 3 tiles, because 3 pieces, because I need it to stay in the game and score points. Your turn, Queen.
It'd be better if we put it here because you're touching the city. Yeah, if he puts it there, all he'll get is the points. But if he puts it here, he's touching the next city, and he's still getting the benefit of touching all the other onions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you can see, it starts building up more and more. So you're at 23, and right now we're neck and neck. But it'll later on, as the cities expand, someone will jump way ahead. Okay, so I'm going to start corn. And that gives me 3 points.
Corn.
So, let's see. 4, 6.
The black.
Oh, So he's just playing red.
Okay.
Your turn, Quentin.
Okay, so Quentin closed that city.
Oh, you got 8.
Mhm.
You got more than 8. You got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, yeah, yes.
5, 6, 7, 8. Because his had 2 each.
Mhm.
Okay, and this is a small city again, so it's only 3. And we'll see who has the most crops around it. So Anthony has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And Quentin has 1, 2, 3, 4. So Quentin and I tied for second place. Anthony got first place. So he gets 12, and Quentin and I each get 3 points. 40. So Anthony kind of jumped ahead there. So it's my turn. I don't have any tiles, so I'm going to have to expand. And I only get to draw 2 tiles.
Who's green? You?
Mhm.
Okay, so.
Oh.
So far, that's a max of 3. So I'm going to expand here. Or actually, put it here. See, I'm contemplating about putting it here and let her taking it.
You can put it there, and then
Or
2 of yours touch it.
here, I guess this probably will be the next city, or this one. And Mr. treated.
Are you expanding?
Actually, no.
Oh.
So I can score points later.
Oh, okay.
Because you're already starting with 3.
Mhm.
Okay.
And so that opens this one up.
Mhm. I'm going to expand here.
You can't. Remember, you have to expand on an actual city top. So you can expand that one or this one.
I'm just doing it so I get free for these.
Okay. I'm going to torn. So I was going to expand, but it would be crazy not to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the potatoes. And then that gets me in a good position to have the majority when that city is built.
Okay. So I have no choice. I have to expand. That allows me to get 2.
And now that this is expanded, they cannot expand on these tiles because that touches another city. So the only thing that they can play here are crops.
I'm going to get a lot of points. All those.
Oh, nice. Should do it here. See why?
Yeah.
Touching the city, and that starts another.
Yeah, and there's if you touch it.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? Yep, he got 14 points.
Ah, right, huge
That's
superstar.
50. And I'm going to stick mine right in here, which is very strategic because I'm touching 3 tiles right there. And that gives me 15 points. That's 58.
Wow, you went really high up.
So let's see, 6, 8. Actually, 4, 6, 6.
The black.
Ah.
Oops. Okay.
It's your yellow man.
I'm going to expand here for this stuff. I like it now.
So we're getting close to the end of the game because I would say half of all the players' tiles are almost complete.
That's probably it.
I probably bet.
His is half, mine's half almost.
Okay, so This is now a city of 5, so we'll get max points, and I'm in a good position to have majority. And I can only draw two crops because I took it out of my supply.
My turn. Your turn, Quinn.
Oops. Yeah, those points.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
Well,
62. Right, and I'm gonna close the city. Well, not close the city, close this end.
Mm-hmm.
It's 13, right? 13.
I'm gonna expand
Okay.
the city. I think that's the max, isn't it? It's 5.
You can do more. It's 5 plus.
Okay.
Did you
Sorry.
draw your? Yeah. He's drawing 3 because he took it off of his tile rack.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna expand here.
Okay.
Because it gives more points and boom. Ooh.
So how many are those? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 16. Your turn, Quinn.
Let's move it up.
I'm gonna close the city.
Ooh.
It gets 3 points. And then I have majority. Quentin has second. Anthony didn't have any around this one, so it's maxed. So Quentin will get 15, and I'll get 30 because I have all these crops in green. Oh, you do have 1, but Quentin has more.
Yeah.
So Quentin
That's
gets
a lot.
15. That's 77. I get 30, so I'm at 104.
Okay.
So you see how I jumped ahead. You want to try to get those cities maxed and get the most
Okay.
tiles or crops around them.
And so that opens this one.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see I don't have hardly any on this one, so they're going to jump. They're going to catch me when they close this city.
It's on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to close it.
One right here. I mean, you can put more than one, but just
I don't have any.
okay. So that closed that city, but Quentin gets 3 potatoes, and I believe Anthony won the majority, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 1 little piddly one, and Quentin has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Anthony gets 30, and Quentin gets 15.
Ooh.
So Quentin is at 95, and Anthony is at 97. So they caught up with me pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so I'm going to add on to all these onions. 1, 2,
Ow.
17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna expand this one.
Okay.
And that was smart of him because he already has his crops around there, so he has a good chance of having a majority.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
On
Quinn.
this one.
You could always change that. There you go.
They have to be touching.
Oh, they have to be touching the other crops.
Oh.
Actually, they're touching the cities. They just gotta be touching another tile.
No, they need to touch the crop.
So, I don't think so.
Oh, well,
They can just be touching the city.
Okay.
But that's actually the same difference for you.
Yeah.
So 4.
I do need to try and get the majority.
And I need to draw to expand. I'm not going to help these guys out, so I'm going to expand this one.
Make it lost.
So like this may
6.
6.
Oh,
5.
5. Sorry.
Your turn, Quinn.
I want to expand. What can I expand? Here?
This one.
That
or
one.
that one.
I'm just gonna do that so I can get more pepper.
Probably better for you to put it there because it touches your tile.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah. That's all mine. Jump 3.
6.
I'm almost out.
Now, Quinn only has 10 crops left,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
and then your 5 on your rack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, near the end, you don't complete all the cities. It comes down to trying to maximize your points by adding on to the crops that are already down there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was thinking. All right, your turn, Quinn.
Okay. Ooh, see, that's a good play for Quentin because it would be hard for us to shut all the cities.
That's a lot of points.
19.
Wow. Dang, that's me.
Okay. And it's too bad. Actually, I'm going to expand and get more tiles. Oh, I can't expand there.
Oh, yeah. Where are you then? What?
So 3 points.
Okay.
Okay, that can close that city.
I got it, the majority.
So 1, and then let's see.
Yeah, you-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Barely.
So 30 and 15. So Quentin jumped in the lead there.
Dang.
It'll be hard to catch him.
I know.
Okay.
Dang, I'm in the lead. You guys can't catch me.
Let's see. So. Oh, we need to put this. Start the city.
No, nice.
Alright.
Your turn.
Oh, dang. Can I expand here?
No, because it touches the other city.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna get my food. Oh, I didn't look at it by accident. Okay. Give me a look look at it.
I only get 4 for that.
Okay.
I'm going to get a lot of points. It'll be even harder to catch me in. Okay, my turn.
Wow. I think that's 21, but let's see, 1, 2, is it 20 or 21?
I need 20.
20. So
Dang.
he's at 70. It's gonna be hard to catch him.
Dang! I just caught up so much. I don't think you guys can catch me. Same.
So I'm gonna expand and draw 3.
Already.
And Quinn's down to 3 tiles, so the clock is ticking.
I know. I'm about to end it. Ooh, dang. But you're really far behind, though.
Wow. How many did he just get for that? 20?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's a lot.
You got 25.
I know.
Oops. So that puts you at 45.
I'm still so far in the lead, though. Doing it for points.
Okay.
9.
10.
Oh yeah, 10. Saw that.
I'm even harder to catch.
And that'll be 11 plus the city's closed, so
Oof. I think I have the most.
49. I don't think
Now we're
so.
tied.
1, 2, 3. This city's closed. Oh, did it close 2 cities?
Yeah, but that one's 0 because it doesn't have. It's not expanded.
This one has.
This one's not expanded.
Oh, but what about this one? Or we already scored that one?
Yeah, we already scored that.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, if it only has 1 city token, it's 0 points
Okay.
on here.
Um,
So, let's see. 1, 2, 3. And you 2 are tied for second. So I get 30 and you 2 get 7.
Actually, he beat me. He's got
Where do you
3.
see that? Oh, yeah. So 30 for me, 15 for Quentin. So I'm at 79.
Ooh, you still can't catch
Quentin's
me.
at 95. So close. And Anthony's way back here.
All I need are these 2. Ooh, good.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to add on to these plungeons. I can't remember how many.
Dang, no.
So
Last time
25.
it was 25 to 26.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
25
4,
is
5,
last.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
It's 26.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Dang, can you catch me?
So, 99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to get, before you go out, you have to get 10
So,
points.
let's see.
Ooh, it's gonna be hard.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 12 points.
Okay. So Quinn's down to 2 tiles.
Is there anywhere I can put pepper that connects?
Nope. So if he plays both of those,
Game's
the game's over,
Mhm.
and I won. I was going to play this one next. Get all those points.
So that's pretty much how you play Maya.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very fun and strategic game.
Yeah, there's
it's-
a lot of strategy.
So
Anthony was down to 1 tile. I still had 7.
How is he all the way back here?
well, didn't I win the last game?
No,
No.
she won.
Oh yeah.
You won twice in a row.
Yeah. So
We really like this game. It's a lot of fun, and it's different every time we play it, because we kind of change our strategies. Like the last game we played, we were more building. Like we had, I think it was potatoes. We were getting like 30 points at a time. So you didn't even need the cities at that point. If you had a potato, you were going to score 30 points just having one potato. So there's several different strategies in this game. But it's a lot of fun. And if you like this video, please support us by liking and subscribing. And we're also going to put the link, if you want to buy this game for yourself, we'll put the product link in the description. And we hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.